The new hearth. We have refused the old ways. We have seen the mechanisms of control, and we have chosen to withdraw our consent. We have torn down the pedestals that elevated a few over the many. We have begun the quiet, patient work of weaving a new network of mutual support like mycelium beneath the soil. But I know, no matter how powerful, is not a place to live. Deconstruction, while necessary, is not a home. We have cleared the ground. Now we must build the new hearth. Throughout human history, the hearth was the center of the home. It was more than a source of heat or a place to cook. It was the gathering point. It was the source of light in the darkness, of warmth in the cold. It was where stories were told, where food was shared, where the community reinforced its bonds. The hearth was the living heart of the family, the tangible proof that together we could create a pocket of safety and sustenance in a vast and profound unforgiving world. Today, that hearth has largely gone cold. It has been replaced by the flickering, isolating light of screens. Our warmth comes from regulated central heating, our food from anonymous corporations, our stories from curated algorithms. We live in houses, but we have lost the hearth. We have traded the communal fire for individual comfort, and in the process, we have lost the very thing that made us resilient, our deep, interdependent connection to one another. This episode is about lighting the new hearth. It is not about nostalgia for a romanticized past. It is about reclaiming a fundamental human need, the need for a shared center, and rebuilding it with intention for our time. The new hearth is not made of stone and mortar. It is made of new social structures, new economic practices, and a renewed commitment to the radical idea that our well-being is a collective project. So, what does New Hearth look like in practice? It is built not with a single blueprint, but through 1,000 different acts of reconnection. It is the community kitchen that operates not on charity, but on solidarity. It is the tool library where a neighbor's ladder is your ladder, and your power drill becomes a shared resource for the block. It is a skill share where an elder teaches canning and preserving to young parents, and a teenager teaches digital literacy to seniors. It is the repair cafe where broken items are fixed instead of discarded, and knowledge is passed from experienced hands to curious ones. These are not just nice ideas. They are the practical infrastructure of a new society being built within the shell of the old. They are the living, breathing expression of a gift economy, where value is measured not in profit, but in strengthened relationships and increased community capacity. When we participate in these structures, we are not just saving money or being sustainable. We are actively stoking the fires of the new hearth. We are declaring that we will no longer outsource our survival to distant, uncaring corporations. We will provide for each other. The new hearth also requires a new kind of space. We must reclaim and repurpose our physical environment to foster these connections. The vacant lot becomes a community garden, a place to grow not just food, but relationships. The underused community center becomes a vibrant hub for childcare co-ops, local makers, and community meetings. The front porch, a relic of a more social age, is revived as a place to sit, to greet passerby, to be present in the life of the neighborhood. In this new geography, the boundaries between public and private soften. Our homes can become more permeable, our neighborhoods more village-like. We begin to know who has medical skills, who can fix a leak, who has a truck, who is a good listener. This web of practical knowledge and mutual obligation is the true warmth that radiates from the new hearth. It is the security of knowing you are not alone. Crucially, the new Hearth is also a space of emotional and spiritual sustenance. It is where we gather to celebrate our joys and mourn our losses. It is where we create new rituals that honor our shared values. A harvest festival for the community garden, a skill sharing ceremony, a regular community meal where everyone brings what they can. It is where we tell different stories, not the stories of individual celebrity and ruthless competition that dominate the old world, but stories of collective struggle and triumph, of mutual aid, of the quiet heroes who keep the community fed and connected. This is the work of commoning, the active participatory management of shared resources by a community. The new Hearth is in essence a commons. It is a resource of care, of skill, of material goods, and social connection that we all contribute to and all benefit from. It requires a set of shared agreements, a culture of communication, and a commitment to fair participation. It requires us to be stewards, not just consumers. Building this is not always easy. It requires us to overcome deep-seated habits of individualism and distrust. It requires patience, conflict resolution, and the willingness to show up week after week, even when it's inconvenient. It is messy, human work, but it is the most important work we can do. For in building the new Hearth, we are not just creating a more efficient system, we are rediscovering our own humanity. The old world, with its cold logic of extraction and isolation, is dying. It is loud and frantic in its death throes, but it's dying nonetheless. Our task is not to save it. Our task is to stay warm. Our task is to gather our people, to pool our resources, to share our skills, and to light a fire. One fire may seem small against the vast darkness, but when communities everywhere begin to light, the collective glow will illuminate a new path forward. We will create a network of light and warmth so dense, so resilient, that the old coldness will have no place to take root. The new Hearth is our declaration that we choose connection over isolation, abundance over scarcity, and care over control. It is the living center of the world we are building together. So let us gather the wood. Let us strike a spark. Let us tend the flame. The future is waiting, not in the distant stars, but here, in the warm, welcoming light of the fire we build together. Let's begin.